Let's solve GATE 1997 question. Let f x y z, this boolean function, this boolean expression is given to us. Which one of the following is valid? The options are prime implicant, implicant, minterm. Okay, so let's see what is the definition of minterm. We know minterm, this is a product term containing all the variables. Any variable can be either in the complemented form or uncomplemented form, but minterm is a product term containing all the variables. You can see here this function is over three variables x, y, z, and this x, z, this is a product term. This x, z, this is product of literals, literal, literal, and this is product of literals, but this does not contain variable y. Yes or no? And minterm is a product term containing all the variables. You can see in this x, z, we don't have variable y, so definitely this is not a minterm. Okay, this option is false. Very simple. And what about implicant? What about prime implicant? We know the definition of implicant, prime implicant. We have already seen the concepts in our lectures. So let's see what is prime implicant. Prime implicant, basically, you make the K-map for the function f. In the K-map, any cube which is as large as possible, covering ones or don't cares, that is called prime implicant. Okay, so remember prime implicant, this is a cube containing ones or don't cares which is as large as possible. So I can say maximal cube containing ones or don't cares only. You should not contain any zero cell. Okay, very simple. And what about implicant? Implicant is a cube which may not be as large as possible. Okay, remember prime implicant, this is a maximal cube containing ones or don't cares. And implicant, this is any cube containing ones or don't cares. Okay, so implicant doesn't have to be as large as possible, but prime implicant, this has to be a cube which is maximal, a maximal cube, or I can say a cube which is as large as possible, covering ones or don't cares. Okay, so remember, if you have a cube which is covering ones or don't cares, and if it is fully contained in another cube containing ones or don't cares, then in that case, this inside cube, this is not a prime implicant, this is not pi. Okay, this outside cube, this is a pi. Okay, but remember both of them, they are implicant, they are implicant. Very simple. I hope you understood. So prime implicant, this is a cube containing ones or don't cares, which is not contained fully within another cube. Okay. So you can see if you have a cube containing ones or don't cares, which is fully contained in another cube, which is covering ones or don't cares, then in that case, this inside cube will not be pi, the outside cube will be pi. Okay, and you can see both of these cubes will be implicants because they are covering ones or don't cares. Okay, so all these definitions we already know in our lectures, we have already seen. So let's quickly see what is implicant of a boolean function f. Implicant definition is very simple. On the k-map of function f, any single one or any group, any cube of ones which you can combine together to form a product term, then this product term will be called implicant. And very important note that from implicant point of view, treat don't cares like they are ones. So when you are finding implicants, then all the don't cares, you treat them like they are ones. Okay, you consider all the don't cares as ones, and then you can see that on the k-map of function f, any cube of ones, any cube covering ones will be called implicant. And for that cube, you can write the product term, and that product term is actually called implicant. So either you can say this cube covering ones, this cube which is covering one cells, or I can say don't cares, because remember from the implicant point of view, don't cares we treat them like they are ones. All the don't cares you treat them like they are ones. Okay, so you can see what is the implicant. This is a cube covering ones, cube covering only one cells. You should not cover any zero cell. So cube covering ones, that is called implicant. So this cube is implicant, and for this cube, if you write a product term, that then that is also implicant. Okay, very simple. What is prime implicant? Prime implicant is basically cube of ones or don't cares which is as large as possible. Means it should not be fully contained in another cube which is covering ones or don't cares. Okay, very simple. So You can see from prime implicant point of view also, treat don't cares like they are ones. Okay, so when you are finding prime implicants, then also you treat all the don't cares like they are ones. Very simple. And what is essential prime implicant? Essential prime implicant is a prime implicant which covers at least one cell uniquely. Okay, so remember, don't care doesn't make a PI EPI. If you want to say that a PI, a prime implicant is EPI, then it means that in that PI there is at least one cell. There is at least one cell which is covered uniquely by this PI. Okay, so you can see an EPI is a PI that covers at least one cell uniquely. Okay, very simple. So you can see an EPI is a prime implicant that covers at least one cell uniquely. And remember, don't care doesn't make a PI EPI. Okay, very simple. Now let's solve this 1997 question. So you can see this function f over three variables x, y, z is given to us. Okay, you can see this option B, that is false, because xz is not a minterm. Minterm is a product term containing all the variables. Okay, but in this xz you can see variable y is missing. Okay, so remember, minterm, it is a product term. It is a product term containing all variables. Any variable can be either in complemented form or uncomplemented form, but every variable should be contained. So you can see minterm is a product term containing all variables. So definitely option B is false. Okay, let's check the remaining prime implicant, implicant. For them, you can make the K-map. Okay, so let's make the three variable K-map. We are putting the variables x, y, which are most significant variables. You can see in this function, by default the order of variables, that is alphabetical order. Here actually the order of variables is also given to you. Okay, so you can see x is the most significant variable and z is the least significant variable. Okay, so we are making three variable K map. Here we are putting x, z, x, y we are putting on the column, and z we are putting on the row. Okay, so you can see 0 1, and here 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay, now let's label the area in this K map. You can see in these two columns x is 1, so this is the area x. Okay, in these two columns, in the middle two columns, you can see y is 1, so this is the area y. And you can see in the second row z is 1, so this is the area z. Okay, now you can easily see this will be the area z bar, this will be the area x bar, and this will be the area y bar. Okay, very simple. Now let's fill this K map for this function. You can see this function expression that is given to you, this is SOP expression. Okay, SOP expression is given to us. And remember, from SOP expression, filling the K map is actually very easy. Okay, so this SOP expression is given to us. Now we can easily fill this K map. What about this X bar? So you can see we have this product term x bar is there, then this y bar x is there, then this xz is there. Okay, three product terms are there, and we have SOP expression, sum of product terms. Okay, you can see product term, and product term, and we are doing sum of product terms. Okay, so from this SOP expression, you can easily fill the K map very easily. You can see, look at this product term x bar. So what is the area x bar? You can see this is the area x bar. Okay, so here all the cells are 1 1 1 1. Okay, next you can see, what about this product term y bar x? Okay, so let's see what is the area of y bar x. You can see this is the area of x, and you can see this is the area of y bar. So what will be the area of y bar x? This will be the area of y bar x, correct? Okay, so very simple. What about xz? You can see this is the area of x, this is the area of z. So what will be the area of xz? This area will be of xz. Okay, so you can see here you have 1 1. Okay, that's it. So this is how you can fill the K map from SOP expression very easily. Okay, now let's see in this for this function, or I can say in this K map, what are the implicants, what are the prime implicants. Okay, first let's check prime implicants. Okay, So what is a prime implicant? This is a cube covering ones or don't cares, which is as large as possible. Okay, very simple. So here you can see, is there any prime implicant of size 8? No, we don't have any prime implicant of size 8. Total we have 8 cells, but here we have 0. Okay, so you can see the maximum size cube that I can create, that will be size 4. And because size 4 is the maximum size cube possible, so I can say that any size 4 cube that I can create covering ones will be a prime implicant. Yes or no? Any size 4 cube you create covering ones, that definitely will be a prime implicant, because size 4 is the maximum size cube that I can create in this K-map covering ones. Okay, very simple. So you can see this PI we got. Okay, this is a size 4 PI, correct? Because the K-map we can fold horizontally, vertically. So if I fold this K-map horizontally, then you can easily see that this 4 size PI, this 4 size prime implicant I will get. Okay, next you can see I will get this prime implicant. This is also 4 size prime implicant covering only one cells. Okay, next you can see I will get this prime implicant also. This is also 4 size prime implicant. Okay, is there any other prime implicant possible? No, that's it. So these are the 3 PI. So remember, for this function f has 3 PI, has 3 prime implicants. Okay, and what are these 3 prime implicants? So let's write the product term for this prime implicant. You can see this prime implicant. Okay, look at this prime implicant. This is in the area y bar, correct? This is in the area y bar. Okay, what about this prime implicant? This prime implicant is in the area x bar. And what about this prime implicant? This is in the area z. Okay, so that's it. So remember, there are 3 PI, there are 3 prime implicants. X bar is a prime implicant, y bar is a prime implicant, z is a prime implicant. So you can see option A, y bar x is prime implicant. No, because these are the 3 prime implicants. And you can see option D, y is a prime implicant. No, y bar is a prime implicant, y is not a prime implicant. So you can see this option D, that is also false. Okay, so option A, B, D, these are false. Then this is MCQ question. Definitely option C will be correct. Okay, but let's see why option C is correct. Basically, let's find the implicants. Okay, let me check this option C. So XZ is implicant. So you can see this is the area X and this is the area Z. So what is the area XZ? You can see this is the area XZ. So this is XZ. Remember, this is XZ. Is this implicant? Yes, this is implicant. Because what is implicant? Implicant is any cube covering only one cells. Yes or no? Implicant is any cube covering ones or don't cares. Here in this function we don't have any don't care, so I can say that implicant is any cube covering ones. Okay, you should not cover 0. So you can see, yes, this xz, this is definitely a implicant. Okay, and you can see for this cube, if I write the product term, that will be xz, and this xz is a implicant. Okay, so I can say option C, that is definitely correct. Total how many implicants we have? So when you find the total number of implicants, always go step by step. First you find one size implicants. Okay, first you find one size cubes covering ones. Okay, so you can see one size implicants. Let's find. So you can see one size implicant, this is one size implicant, this is one size implicant. Okay, means one size cube you are creating covering ones. Okay, so you can see total how many? 7. One size implicants are 7 such implicants we have. Okay, what about two size implicants? Let's see. Two size implicants. When you find the two size implicants, again go step by step. Remember, here what you will do, you think from everyone's point of view. Okay, think from this one's point of view. You can see this is two size cube. Okay, this is two size cube, and this is two size cube. Okay, yes or no? So from this one point of view, there are 3 two size cubes that I can create. Means 3 implicants that I can create of size 2, which are covering this one. Okay, yes or no? Because you can see this one, and also this one. Very simple. Now you forget about this one. Okay, let's focus on this one. From this one point of view, already this we have counted. Okay, so two size implicant I want. So here one is this and another is this one. Okay, so I got two more. Then now you forget about these two. Okay, now let's see the next. Let's see about this one. From this one point of view, this implicant we have already considered. Okay, so you can see this implicant will be there. That's it. Okay, so one more I got. Then from this one point of view, this one more I got. Okay, then from this one point of view, this one more I got. Okay, then from this one point of view, this one more I got. Okay, then from this one point of view, all we have considered. Okay, yes or no? So these are the two size implicants, or I can say these are the two size cubes covering ones. So these are the implicants. Okay, what about four size cubes which are covering ones? Means how many four size implicants are there? So that we have already seen. Total three four size implicants are there. Okay, and these are basically pi. Okay, this one and this one. So total three. Then what about eight size? There is no eight size implicant. So total how many implicants are there? Total number of implicants. So total number of implicants, that will be 19. Okay, very easy. Now let's also find EPI, essential prime implicants. So you can see we have already found the pi. You can see these were the pi. Okay, this is a pi. Then this is a pi prime implicant. Okay, then this is a pi prime implicant. So tell me, how many EPI are there? Essential prime implicant. Essential prime implicant, it is a prime implicant which covers at least one cell uniquely. Okay, so here you can see, look at this one. This one is only covered by this green pi. Yes or no? Look at this one cell. Okay, you can see. So this one cell is covered only by this green pi. So I can say this green pi, this is a EPI. Okay, and you can see this green pi, this is basically y bar. Okay, you can write the product term, that will be y bar. So you can see this is a EPI. Okay, is there any other one? Is there any other one cell which is covered uniquely by a pi? Yes, you can see. Look at this one. Look at this one. You can see this one is only covered by this blue pi. Yes or no? This one cell. Look at this one cell. This is only covered by this blue pi. So this blue pi, this is also EPI. Okay, yes or no? This is also EPI, and this EPI, this is X bar. Okay, and you can see this Y bar, this is also EPI. Is there any other one cell which is covered uniquely by a pi? Let's see. You can see, look at this one cell. Yes, this is also uniquely covered by this pink pi. Yes or no? So I can say this pink pi, this is also EPI. Okay, and that is Z. So remember, every pi is EPI. Total how many EPI are there? So you can see the number of EPI, that will be 3. Every pi is actually EPI here. And remember one more thing, that all the EPI, they are collectively covering all the one cells. So there will be unique minimum sum of product expression. Okay, so remember, I told you this, that when all the EPI, they collectively cover all the one cells, then there will be unique minimal SOP expression for the function. So for this function, there will be a unique minimal SOP expression. What will be minimal SOP expression for f, for the function f? So that will be, you just consider all these EPI. So you can see that will be X bar or Y bar or Z. This will be the unique minimal SOP expression for f. Okay, so that's it. This is the complete analysis of this GATE 1997 question, and for this question the answer will be only option C. Only option C is the answer. Okay,